Hello, my ginger loves. I hope all is well. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. So let me just say this. I have been in a process of grieving, right? In this past year, that I've had to come back to Florida. And I knew that I was grieving, but I just couldn't seem to come out of it, right? I was going through such an enormous purge, right? Clearing up karmic debt, really stepping into my gifts, doing a lot of shadow work, literally going through a metamorphosis. And so one of the major lessons that I've been having to learn is just letting shit play out, right? Just letting things happen the way they're supposed to, not having to have control. And it's because I have been in survival mode for years, right? And it's difficult to come out of that mode. And I've been purging a lot of grief, and I've been changing a lot. And so I'm really learning to just go with the process, trust the process, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing, and that's why my life started being in a shambles. That's why I used to be toxic. That's why, I lived in my shadow side. That's why, it was just a lot. And so all that to say, learning to trust the process has been a lesson in learning to trust myself. And because of that, I'm really breaking free of my people pleaser addiction. It's causing me to do what I feel I need to do, regardless of whether or not people will agree or people will like it. I really can't care at this point. And I need to step into that mode and live there, make it a lifestyle, right? So when I came upstairs today, these cards were already on the table with the exception of 2, because when I get done doing the readings and I'm done recording, I shuffle through my cards again just to clear their energy. And when I was doing the metaphysical cannabis deck, which that seems to be a thing going on, right? And so in trusting what I'm being told to do, I left them there. What flew out, what came out, I left it here. And just trusting that when I come up to do a reading again and record, God's gonna tell me whatever message I need to know through it. But I know that people, when they watch tarot, they have a thing about, the cards already being there, because you can't trust whether the person put them there themselves or whatever. But, people can't fake energy. And so if you know that what someone is telling you, if it really is sitting with you in a place that God dwells, you don't have to question whether or not the person is being deceptive. That's just my opinion, how I feel about it. Because there are readers that I watch, a few of them that I really love, and they sometimes already have the cards out. And because of what they're saying, I trust that it's coming from the Most High. I don't feel that it's flesh speaking. I feel that it's spirit speaking. So I just felt the need to say that. Oh, and also, So I was, saging with my dragon's blood, whatever. And I was saying my prayers and all this other stuff. And I dropped the damn dragon's blood on the floor. So I had to get down underneath the table so I could find it. And when I went to look for it, there were 2 cards, the 2 that weren't originally up here from the other day, that were on the floor, that I didn't even know were on the floor. So when I picked them up, I realized that they really went with the theme of what God is relaying to someone today. Whatever message is going to come out, these 2 cards have something to do with it. And then I said, that I've been going through a metamorphosis and breaking free of, grief and transforming. Well, one of the cards that was on the floor was relationships are assignments. You see those moths? Moths represent transformation. They don't just eat away things. Moths eat away old things. Things that we need to free ourselves from. Things that we need to get rid of. Things that are no longer conducive to the life that God is trying to give us. And we sometimes get in a space where change is very uncomfortable because it means losing things that we've held on to for a long time. Whether that be ways of thinking, whether that be people, whether that be a job you no longer resonate with, or, religious beliefs that no longer, sit with you, or just behaviors, whatever, like things that we really need to let be eaten away. Things we need to let move away from our spirit. And so paying attention to the relationships that come into our life is very important, because you see how these moths are mirroring themselves. There are things that you need to rid yourself of, and they're being reflected to you through the people that are around you. Those relationships, those jobs that you're being sent to where it's just a shit show, and you seem to be one of the only people in the entire place that act like you see what's going on. Everybody else is just going with it, even though they're not comfortable, even though they know that that's not a conducive environment to their spirit, to their energy. You stay. So this is mirroring to you that it's time to leave something. It's time to let something die. And if you feel like you're not able to release yourself from it, trust me, you can. This was the other card that was on the floor. Where there's a will, there's a way. Once you get into the energy of freedom, of breaking free of what is no longer serving you, you're not going to have any choice but to let things die, but to trust the process. Okay? So the first card that came out, Unconditional Love, Blueprint. We all know that love is the code. Okay, that's the energy that we need to remain in. In this card, it is the picture of an actual heart. So someone needs to do some heart chakra work. If your heart chakra is blocked, closed off, you ain't using it properly, you are letting things that have happened to you consume your heart, and you've closed yourself off, well, guess what? You close yourself off to everything else. Because your heart being open means that you're open to receiving whatever is in alignment with you. Have that unconditional love for yourself. Then you have manifestir, creation. Because someone is a very powerful manifester. You have the ability to call in anything. This is the equivalent to the magician card. Okay? And so remembering who you are, remembering that you have the ability to create whatever you want, that is going to allow you to bring in all of these blessings that you have been so desperately trying to get to. Okay? You clearly are following the yellow brick road because you got somewhere to be. But you're getting caught up in these detours. You're getting caught up in these distractions. And whatever this is that you need to walk away from, whatever it is that's mirroring to you, that you are accepting what is not conducive to who you really are, that it's time to go. Whoever this message is for, it's time to leave. And then you have magic, alignment. Yeah, because it's no longer aligning with who you are. Whoever this is, you are truly stepping into who you are. You're shedding the need to, like me, people please. You're shedding the need to feel like you have to go into spaces that you no longer resonate with, but you don't want to disappoint or hurt people's feelings. But you're disappointing and hurting yourself because you're continuing to go into spaces that are not in alignment with you. It's time to get away from this. You're being mirrored this energy. You're being shown where you are allowing yourself to be, do, think, receive things that don't belong to you anymore. It's not in alignment with who you are. Then you have nurture. Someone here, because this is falling under unconditional love blueprint, someone here has figured out the code. You figured out that the way to keep your heart open, but to also honor yourself, is to allow yourself to have space. You give yourself space from things when you need to be alone, when you need to journal, when you need to clear your energy. You don't mind taking the time to nurture yourself, nurture your heart, nurture what puts you in this place of loving energy, but also having boundaries. Someone has come into this space. Okay, and then we have Etan, seduction, which is falling under creation. Someone has been nurturing their heart so much that they're not allowing themselves to create room. I'm feeling you're not creating room any longer for anything that may cause you to feel low. You're not allowing it to seduce you anymore. It's not leading your creations. You're not creating toxic relationships in any kind of way any longer. You are really in a place where you feel you're in your power without being in your shadow. You're allowing yourself to stand in your creative power, but you are using it well because your heart is in a wonderful place. You take the time to sit down, to read a book that you might want to read, or to, you're doing something that nurtures your spirit, your soul, your heart, something that you really appreciate, something that gives you joy, makes you happy, gives you pleasure. You're doing something that's for you. And this is why you have freedom. We have freedom. And I feel like whoever this person is, and you see she's wearing this green dress. Green is for the heart chakra. Like I said, you've made space in your heart. You've learned how to transmute energy. You've learned how to change how you operate in your shadow. Because we need the shadow. You can't lose it. But somebody is learning how to operate in your shadow and still be in your power. You're not trying to have control because you know that you are in alignment and you have now reached a new level of power within yourself. You have this freedom, and the people around you And I feel like also ancestors, they see how you have freed yourself from whatever this toxic behavior or whatever is. Oh, y'all, it got dark because it's finna storm. But this freedom. This freedom is allowing you to show those physically around you as well as your ancestors that you've broken free of whatever this was that had your family so seduced. Because these look like ancestors to me in this freedom card, this is definitely somebody breaking free of some kind of generational thing. You're the one changing. You're changing the blueprint of your family. You're the one changing. You're going through the metamorphosis. This is amazing. This is very powerful. Whoever this is. Whomever this is. This is very powerful. So you have two separate energies here. You have someone who's just coming into this, who's just now starting to stand up and, really claim your power. And then you have another person who is already in this. You're doing this. This freedom is falling under alignment. So you've already conquered this attachment. And it doesn't have to be a demonic attachment necessarily, but it is something low vibrational. It is something that is beneath you. And someone is really breaking themselves free of it. Or you literally are at the end. Like I'm hearing the tail end. You're literally there. This is so freaking awesome. This is so awesome. I love this for whoever this is for. Congratulations. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm very proud of you if you're starting to allow yourself to get into this energy, and I'm very proud of you if you're coming out of it. I feel like a lot of us are coming out of it. We've been working hard all this year of 7 on our spiritual life, and next year we're going to see the fruit of our labor. Next year we're going to be ahead of the game because we've been cultivating the craft. Because we've been working. We have been doing the work. We took the time to get by ourselves. We nurtured our hearts. We healed from things that had been holding us. And if you are just now getting into this energy, that is still amazing. It's still amazing because you still did it. Keep going. Keep going. I promise you it's worth it. All the craziness, it's worth it, I promise. Oh, this is such great energy for whoever this is for. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, I just now realized I didn't even do the introduction. Welcome to Tea Time with Joss. I'm your co-host, Joss. Remember that I'm not for everyone, and neither is this reading. It's for those on the healing journey who wish to maybe get a little advice, get a little guidance, get a little confirmation. So take what's yours, don't steal what's not. There we go. Got that out the way. Okay, y'all. Also, I'm going to be doing readings for $12.12. There's going to be only 5 slots available. I'm doing them on 12/12. This is for the 12/12 portal. This is going to be for confirming for you that you are on the right path. It's a 3-card pull. It's going to be a 12-minute pre-recorded video. I'm going to put in the community tab the detailed information in a little while, and you're going to have until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow to email me confirmation of your payment, and letting me know how you want your pull. But I'm going to put the details in the community tab in a little bit. But I just wanted to make that announcement. So only 5 slots available, and it's going to be for a pre-recorded video on 12/12 about, confirming, that you're on the right path. Letting you know, what you need to do in order to continue on. Just a little confirmation. That's all. And then I'll also post in the community tab when it's been closed, so that you know. Okay? But you have until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow to, get me, email your screenshot, and then also, let me know what cards. So, or how you want to do it. Anyway, the description will be in the community tab, so you'll be able to read it and see it, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Anyway, this energy is wonderment for someone. I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you. Keep going. You can do it. You're coming out on the other side, without the smell of smoke. You're there. You are there. You have your freedom. You're in alignment. I love this for someone. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I hope y'all have the most wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to come and do another reading in a few minutes. But I need to go check on my puppy brother because I hear him barking. Anyway, I love y'all. Have the most wonderful rest of the day. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.